tonight. It's now or never, running red lights, wild forever. One last shot, one last sin. Let the storm roll in, let the night begin. Yeah, we're out for blood tonight.
Blood on their hands, a serpent's breath, four shadows left in a house of death. A pack of wolves in a kangaroo court. Truth gets lost in a locked report. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. No one's innocent with silence this loud. Frat boys swear on a broken vow. Pi Beta whisper she lied anyhow. They're gonna get you said where the cameras sink. When timelines converge, don't blink. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. No one's innocent with silence this loud. The Orient's knife, the driver's call. Grub truck Mac for the students' fall. They fed pain a name, they fed him a lie. The hangman's rope fits the one innocent guy. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. Everyone is guilty with silence this loud.
Where's my hat? What? Thank you. Check 1, 2, check, 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 check. Yeah, that's the right one. Shoot that word. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, a little technical problem there. I got a new headset and I can't get it to be recognized for some strange reason. You can hear me okay now, right? All right, all clear. Was it clear before? Before I switched all this? Oh, no, no sound. Okay. Well, I got that fixed anyway. Oh, are you making your steak just right now, Randy? Want to say hi to my beautiful. This is going to be a crazy night. We're going to kind of jump all over the place. Um, but yeah, we're going to concentrate on some pretty crazy ideas, I guess people say. But anyway, I want to say hi to my beautiful crime family. Donna Salamander, good to see you. Bianca, my girl, good to see you. Crime Spy, good to see you. Debbie Gazzardo, my girl, good to see you. Deborah Lynn, my girl, good to see you. Joey, good to see you. Crime Spy, good to see you. Sue Ann, good to see you. From South Africa. It's 2:10 in the morning now. Okay. Wow. That's a big difference. Sherry Urban, good to see you. WB, good to see you. Sherry Urban, good to see you. Randy Fern, my brother, good to see you. Jay Gamble, good to see you. Jackie Bushable, good to see you. Helen, good to see you. Elizabeth, good to see you. Mark and Betty, good to see you. Victoria, good to see you. Amanda from PA, good to see you. And let's keep going up. Crystal Amber, good to see you. Tina Skullscar, good to see you. And to everybody chatting away, hey, Tonka, good to see you. Carolina Bravo, good to see you. Crystal Amber, good to see you. Snow Leopard, good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of chatters out there. Big Red, good to see you. Man, and so yeah, good to see everybody. Jody, good to see you. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of different stuff tonight. It's right now I'm pissed off because I just went and bought this brand new headset and I can't get it to work on my computer. I can get the headphones to work, but the mic isn't working. And I went into settings and I've done all this stuff. And it's like, what do I got to do? What do I got to do? Let's see if I can fix this a little bit too. There we go. Okay, so anyway, first thing that we're going to go through is Plunder came out with a brand new video today, and I downloaded. So it is it came from her, but I got my name on it. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, so let's see if I can do this now. See if there's something else that's going to tick me off tonight. And then, yeah, it's going to make me do it that way. Okay, so let's do that then. And, okay. Move that, stop that. Go back to here. Oh, why isn't it? Okay. Let me try this now. There we are. that thing's always in my way. So here we go. And I don't know if you guys have seen this yet or not, because she just put it out today. This is Hunter Johnson interview. So, and I've listened to like 30 seconds of this. But this did come from Plunder, and I think I have her in the descriptions down below. Description down below. So let's take a listen to this, shall we?
So what's your first name? And what's your middle initial? And what's a good phone number for you? And what's a good address for you? Okay. So you do not live at the house, right?
You can't, there's no sound? Oh my God, are you kidding me? What is going on? I don't believe this shit. Okay, so we're going to do it a different way then. There's always two ways, right? Just give me a second. Whoop. Okay, we're going to start it over from the beginning. And remove that. Oh, there was two different things going on. This is crazy. Okay, so we'll go this route. We'll go this route instead here. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just out there, guys. Okay, back to this. And here we go. Should have sound now.
What's your middle initial now?
You guys got sound? Okay, good.
And what's a good phone number for you? And what's a good address for you? Okay. So you do not live at the house, right?
No.
Okay. So what do you got for me? What do you know?
It was like right around noon, maybe just before then, and called my girlfriend that she thought something was not right in her house, and she heard and saw a man in their house last night, and she wanted us to come over to like make sure everything was okay, because they just locked themselves in I think is what they said. And so I was the first one to get over there. I left pretty quickly because I just wanted to make sure, and I got over there and walked up the stairs, and I immediately went into Xana's room, which was the only room I went into. I went up the stairs, saw them. Were pretty uncontrollably crying and didn't know what was going on.
Sure.
And I told them to get out of the house and call the cops. And I went to the kitchen and grabbed a knife from the drawer because I didn't know if someone was still in the house or not. And I grabbed the knife. It's probably still on the little table they have in the living room area.
Downstairs.
Like in the middle, like where the kitchen level, that level.
There's like a little area there.
Yeah, there's an area, and
Okay.
I put the knife there after, but I grabbed the knife and I went into the room and I checked like the closet and everything to make sure there was no one in there, and it didn't seem like anyone was in there. And then I
Of course, all redacted.
Okay.
and shoot, I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Sorry, this is just a lot. What's his name? That's his name. They all came into the house. They were coming up the stairs, and I told them, get out. They do not want to come in. They need to get out. And that's when you guys roughly showed up around the scene, was when I told them to get out.
Get out. Okay.
And then one of the policemen came, and I showed him where I saw them, and he just said, stay where you're at. And I said, okay. And I didn't know if there were any more people upstairs. I didn't go up there.
Okay.
The cops came as soon as.
What did you go to the party last night?
No.
Okay.
I was talking with Ethan. I had a text from him most of the night. We were talking because he wanted me to come, and I didn't really want to walk all the way over there. Yeah.
The text messages
Oh
were just through Messenger.
man, I don't know about this.
iMessage or whatever.
You got your phone on you?
No, I didn't go grab it.
I want to listen
Where
to
is
that
it?
again.
It's just in there.
I'll do that in just a second.
I want to listen to that again.
And Shoot, I forgot the other guy's name. Sorry, this is just a lot. What's his name?
Right, Helen.
That's his name. They all came into the house. They were coming up the stairs, and I told them, get out. They do not want to come in. They need to get out. And that's when you guys roughly showed up around the scene, was when I told them to get out.
Get out. Okay.
And then one of the policemen came, and I showed him where I saw them, and he just said, stay where you're at. And I said, okay. And I didn't know if there were any more people upstairs. I didn't go up there.
Okay.
The cops came as soon as.
What did you go to this party last night?
No.
Okay.
Didn't go to the party and says no. I don't know.
I was
about all
talking with Ethan. I have text from him most of the night. We were talking because he wanted me to come, and I didn't really want to walk all the way over there.
that. And he didn't want to walk away all the way over there.
Yeah.
What?
The text messages, were they just through Messenger or they through?
What?
Just normal message.
Doesn't Hunter live like right across the street from that party? Doesn't he? Doesn't he live right across the street from that part? I mean, it's all like one section, right? Yeah, the party, right. Well, the only party that they're talking about is the Sigma Chi party, but they were not even supposed to be having one there for one thing. But there was also a part. You know what? The party they don't talk about is the one at Matt Moy's. They don't talk about the one at Matt Moy's for some reason. You ever notice that? That they don't talk about Matt Moy's party? The only ones that did was the ones at the Banfield. But yeah, let's get back to it.
iMessage or whatever.
You got your phone on you?
No, I can go grab it though.
Where is it?
It's just in there.
I'll do that in just a sec. So how do you know Ethan?
I met him during Rush in college. It's where you try to go into a house.
Is Ethan part of a fraternity? He is. Okay.
Yeah. And I met him there and during Rush, and I've known him ever since the fall of last year.
Okay. Are you in a fraternity now?
I'm a grad student. I don't live in the house anymore, but I was in.
Okay. Is that what they call whatever it was?
Or that's a sorority.
Why would they?
I don't know any of these names.
Why would they have to block out? I don't understand the blocking out of the what fraternity they're in. Who the fuck cares? I mean, you know what I mean? Except that maybe it's going to tie us to something. I mean, why did they cut out the? It throws me off. It's like, what the hell?
It's totally okay.
Okay. So, your girlfriend,
Yep.
right? So she gets a call from around noonish.
Yep.
Basically says that there was somebody in the house. She tells you, so you head over to the place.
Yeah, it was on speakerphone, so me all heard it, and we all kind of got up and we're gonna go check on them.
The same sorority? Is that how they know each other?
Yeah, they're also roommates.
Okay. And where does is he?
He's in a he's in a fraternity, but he is seeing right now. So he was just staying. He stayed the night over at their apartment. I stayed there, and he stayed there. So I was in her room and he was in her room.
Okay. What time? So,
Oh my God, this
trying to figure out who's who now.
this is the interrogator.
Did
What
not
is
go to
this
the party
doing,
last night,
man?
right?
No.
So
That was what I'm thinking of.
it takes him like
There was
a
another
minute to think of
ball
something.
down and that was getting up. Okay, so you and him go to the party.
No. No.
You guys just hang out.
Yeah, they don't go either.
Right, Randy.
Okay.
Right, sweet and
And then
salty.
other than you walked up the stairs was and
When I walked into the house and like entered the code to get into the house, they were in the room, which is on the very bottom floor, like right next to the main
to the front, right?
Yeah. And they heard me come in and they like were like, oh my god, and I was like, it's just what's going on.
Okay.
And that's when I walked upstairs and they're like, we don't know what's going on. And I checked it out. And,
how did you get the code to the door?
we just know it because we're all
I think he
friends.
was talking about. Yeah, I know what he was talking about.
When was the last time that you were over at?
The last time before today was yesterday.
Okay. And what were you doing over there yesterday?
We were pre-gaming the football game for the families.
Gotcha.
Well, let's re-listen to that then. I don't know how far back I gotta go.
No, she was at
We're gonna re-listen to this whole section here.
They all came into the house. They were coming up the stairs, and I told them, get out. They do not want to come in. They need to get out. And that's when you guys roughly showed up around the scene, was when I told them to get out.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one of the policemen came, and I showed him where I saw them, and he just said, stay where you're at. And I said, okay. And I didn't know if there were any more people upstairs. I didn't go up there.
Okay.
The cops came as soon as.
What did you go to this party last night?
Okay. Twat Waffle says exactly why did he need to enter the code? He said oh my God. The door was open at 8:30 in the morning. Isn't that odd? A neighbor reported the door being wide open at 8:30 in the morning. So who then shut the door and locked it? And didn't see anything. Something doesn't make sense there at all.
No.
Okay.
I was talking with Ethan. I have a text from him most of the night. We were talking because he wanted me to come, and I didn't really want to walk all the way over there. Yeah.
The text messages, whether you just see
Exactly.
messenger or they
Exactly.
Just, yeah, normal message, iMessage or whatever.
You got your phone on you.
No, I didn't go grab it though.
Where is it? Is it
It's just in there.
I'll do that in just a sec. So how do you know Ethan?
I met him during Rush in college. It's where you like try to go into a house.
Is Ethan part of a fraternity? He is. Okay.
Yeah. And I met him there and during Rush, and I've known him ever since the fall of last year.
Okay. Are you in a fraternity now?
I'm a grad student. I don't live in the house anymore, but I was in.
Okay. Is that what they call whatever it was?
Or that's a sorority.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these names.
It's totally okay.
Okay. So, your girlfriend,
Yep.
right? So she gets a call from around noonish.
Yep.
Basically says that there was somebody in the house. She tells you, so you head over to the place.
Yeah, it was on speakerphone, so me all heard it, and
Okay.
we all kind of got up and we're gonna go check on them.
The same sorority? Is that how they know each other?
Yeah, they're also roommates.
Okay. And where's is he
He's in a different he's in a fraternity, but he is like seeing right now. So he was just staying. He stayed the night over at their apartment. I stayed there, and she stayed there. So I was in her room, and he was in.
This is really fucking weird.
Okay. What time? So,
And this interviewer, he's
figure out
like,
who's who now.
I don't know if
Did
he's
not go
ever
to the party
done this
last night, right?
before.
No.
That was what I'm thinking of.
I mean, seriously, I
There's
don't
another
know if he's ever done
Vowel
this.
name there that was getting up. Okay, so you and him go to the party.
No.
You
It
guys
is.
just hang out.
Ellen.
Okay. Okay. And then other than you walked up the stairs and
When I walked into the house and like entered the code to get into the house, they were in, which is on the very bottom floor, like right next to the main
to the front,
entrance.
right?
Yeah. And they heard me come in, and they like were like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "It's just what's going on."
Okay.
And that's when I walked upstairs, and they're like, we don't know what's going on." And I checked it out. And,
How did you get the code to the door?
we just know it because we're all friends.
Okay. When was the last time that you were over at?
The last time before today was yesterday.
Okay. And what were you doing over there yesterday?
We were pre-gaming the football game for the families.
Gotcha. Was that there?
No, she was at work at the football game.
Yep, I know, twat.
What time did you get to? And you guys left at game time. I'm just guessing.
What time did we get there?
Yeah.
I would say it was roughly either noon or 1.
Okay.
Like somewhere around there.
And what time did you guys leave?
So I think everybody caught that, but maybe not, twat waffle. He flat out said that he didn't go upstairs. Remember? He went in with the knife and blah, 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 but I didn't go upstairs. I didn't know there was any other people, blah, blah, blah. Then he says, that's when I walked upstairs. And this isn't, it's not supposed to be an interview. And that's what this, every time I listen to this shit from this town, that's what it sounds like, is they're being interviewed. Like they're on, like a host of a fucking TV program. That's not what you're supposed to interrogate them. And actually, when there's a quadruple, there should be 2 police officers in there interrogating him. Everybody agree with that? There should be 2. Oh, boy. Thank you, Haley. Yes, thank you, Jay Campbell. So, yeah, it's a quadruple. It's a quadruple red rum. And they got this knucklehead. He's never done it before. Or is he trying to make sure he doesn't give away anything?
We left their house and went to a different apartment at the Whites at, I would say, roughly like 2:30.
Okay.
And then everyone left and there was no one there.
Okay.
We all left together.
Yeah, I did see that, Deborah. Yeah.
So last time you were there was 2:30.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time I was there?
The night before.
Okay.
Like the night before yesterday.
So that'd be what, Friday night?
Yes, Friday night.
Okay. So you walk in the door, and are in the bedroom down the first floor.
Yep.
Obviously, they're kind of freaked out. You see them.
Yes.
You head upstairs.
Yep.
Hit that open area with the kitchen and all that stuff is.
Yeah, like where the couches are. I walk in and then I look into Xana's room because the door was like somewhat open.
Okay.
And then I like opened it, and then I saw that, and I told them to get out and call the cops.
Okay.
Because it seemed because I didn't know what I was seeing, the.
Oh my God, these redactions. Yeah, somewhat open.
And then I told them to
Get out.
get out.
Right. Anybody that you know that has it out or has a problem with Ethan and Xana? How long have they been dating? Do you know? Has it been a minute?
Yeah, they've been dating for a little bit.
Okay.
I want to say they've been dating. They were dating for like, I would say 8 months.
Okay.
Probably.
No problem with Xana's ex or with Ethan have an ex?
He did, but she doesn't go here.
Okay, so they're not anymore. Okay.
I don't know anyone who would have it out for.
How well did you know Xana and, or not Xana, sorry, Maddie and Kaylee?
I knew Xana very well just because we were all friends. Yeah, and we were all friends together. And
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Deborah, what? In the beginning of this interview, he said Kaylee was a slut. Are you? I didn't hear that. I don't. At the very beginning? Okay, well then I'm going way back to the very beginning, guys. And let's listen, because Deborah says that he says that Kaylee was a slut.
So what's your first name? And what's your middle initial now?
Listen to any giggles.
And what's a good phone number for you? And what's a good address for you? Okay. So you do not live at the house, right?
No.
Okay. So what do you got for me? What do you got?
It was like right around noon, maybe just before then, but called my girlfriend that she thought something was not right in her house, and she heard and saw a man in their house last night, and she wanted us to come over to like make sure everything was okay, because they just locked themselves in I think is what they said. And so I was the first one to get over there. I left pretty quickly because I just wanted to make sure, and I got over there and walked up the stairs, and I immediately went into Xana's room, which was the only room I went into. I went up the stairs, saw them. Were pretty uncontrollably crying and didn't know what was going on. Sure. And I told them to get out of the house and call the cops. And I went to the kitchen and grabbed a knife from the drawer because I didn't know if someone was still in the house or not. And I grabbed the knife. It's probably still on the little table they have in the living room area.
Downstairs.
Like in the middle, like where the kitchen level, that level.
There's like a little area there.
Yeah,
So
there's an area, and I put the knife
Listen when
there
your giggles.
after I grabbed the knife, and I went into the room and I checked like the closet and everything to make sure there was no one in there, and it didn't seem like anyone was in there. And then I
Okay.
and I and shoot, I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Sorry, this is just a lot. What's his name? That's his name. They all came into the house. They were coming up the stairs, and I told them, get out. They do not want to come in. They need to get out. And that's when you guys roughly showed up around the scene, was when I told them to get out.
Get out. Okay.
And then one of the policemen came, and I showed him where I saw them, and he just said, stay where you're at. And I said, okay.
Is that what it was?
I didn't know if there were any more people upstairs. I didn't go up there.
Okay.
The cops came as soon as.
What did you go to this party last night?
No.
Okay. Okay.
And shoot.
Yeah, I know where he says. I know where he says that. I know where he says that. Okay, all right. I think this is a mistake, people. Yeah.
That's his name.
Because I heard him. That's what I heard him say. Is what Twat Waffle said there. No, he said sorry. This is just a lot. I heard him say that. And that's definitely what he said, and it says that even on the deal. So let's fast forward back to kind of where we were here.
Get out.
Get out.
Right. Anybody that you know that has it out or has a problem with even Ethan and Xana? How long have they been dating? You know? Has it been a minute?
Yeah, they've been dating for a little bit.
Okay.
I want to say they were dating for like, I would say 8 months,
Okay.
probably.
No problem with Xana's ex or with Ethan have an ex?
He did, but she doesn't go here.
Okay, so maybe not anymore. Okay.
I don't know anyone who would have it out for.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. From younger pictures of Hunter, he lost a lot of weight. I mean, he looks almost sickly, which makes me think, oh, no problem, Canadian cat lady. Let me turn this on. He's lost a lot of weight, which makes me think he might be into, when you lose weight, that's more methish, more like Molly McMeth or what she likes. Let's keep going. But yeah, he's lost like tons of weight.
How well did you know Xana and, or not Xana, sorry, Maddie and Kaylee?
I knew Xana very well just because we were all friends. Yeah, and we were all friends together, and been friends with Xana for a long time. Maddie, I could be acquaintances with. I didn't really know her that well. I just saw her at her house every once in a while. I would say hi and have conversations with her.
Okay.
But I didn't really know her super well like I knew Ethan and Xana.
Right.
And then Kylie, I didn't know really at all.
Okay. we weren't around to see anything. That's no big deal. And nothing on social media. Nothing's been posted. Nothing going on around there.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab my phone, not my phone, my camera. If all of you could have your phone, so I can grab some pictures of those. Those two.
Wow. I've just never seen an interview conducted like this. An interrogation conducted like this. And that's what it should be. It should be an interrogation. I mean, they don't know who did this yet. They're still. Why are they acting like
the last text from yesterday? He sent this picture to me, and then I asked if you guys are still like.
That's what it is. That's what bothers me. They're supposedly not supposed to know who's done it yet. But yet they're acting like they're not even interrogating. They're not even interrogating. And that's what bothers me. It's like, why aren't you acting like you're interrogating somebody? Mr. Police Officer, you could be sitting across from the guy that did all of this, and yet you don't totally interrogate this guy. And why isn't there two people in there interrogating him? It's almost like they already know who did it. You getting my point? It's like they already know. And I'm talking LE. They already know.
And you said, yeah, where you at?
Okay.
This was
Can I go back a little bit?
Sure.
Can we go with that? That's the afternoon. So that's him trying to get you to go to the party? Or is that him getting you to
This part right here was to go to the pregame at Santa's in your house.
Gotcha.
This was the pregame, and then this was, I was asking about that party that night.
Right. And I'm just going to grab it.
Yes, it was.
His contact info.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you can think of? Anything that maybe talking about over the last couple of weeks that maybe involving them, or?
No, I can't think of anything, honestly.
Okay. Who else? I don't know anybody out there, so it's kind of weird for me to say, hey, I'll just take the next number, survey number 4 now, whatever it is, 'cause it's kind of gay. Who else out there should I talk to sooner than others that they can get maybe them on their way and go to their?
You already talked to, right? I'm pretty sure someone already talked to.
I think so.
And then already talked to.
I talked to Dylan.
They're going to redact every name.
There's the are Ethan's twins.
So here's the big
Okay.
one. Here's the big question.
So we have 200. Okay.
Here's a big question right here. So when the fuck are they going to ever release what's been redacted? I mean, we watch crime shows of crimes all the time. And, they have names of, they'll even put pictures of the subjects up there. Or the subjects, the suspects. They'll put pictures of them out there that, this person was a suspect for a while. And blah, blah, blah. They know it all. Is this going to be like fucking JFK? is this what this case is going to turn out to be like? Like, we're never going to find out any of the people that they talk to, or I don't know, man. I don't know. And Judge Hitler, that's in charge, right? Right now he's in charge. Isn't he the one in charge of the redactions? He's a dick. He's a fucking dick. And he's part of the problem. He's part of it all. And the more I look into this case, the more I think, I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, did LE help clean up? They had enough time, right? They had enough time. I mean, Payne was out gone hunting. Fry, I mean, they had to wait until what time was it? 4 o'clock or something stupid? Yeah, so 12 hours. You might as well make it 12 hours altogether. They had time to clean. Yeah, they could do that. Especially if LE did it, right? LE would know how to clean it. Think about it.
Didn't go into the house.
Okay.
I don't think he would be much help, but you could talk to him if you wanted.
Okay.
Also didn't go into the house really. Like, I told them to get out as soon as they got in. Was walking up the stairs, but I told her to get out. I'm the only one that I know saw anything.
Okay.
Like, at least
Right.
I don't think them saw it because they were too scared to like go check it out.
Okay. Okay. And I will have to see if I can talk to them. Or both.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Obviously, if there's anything that comes up, pops up, with it's kind of an event like this that's traumatic, a lot of times things will just kind of get tossed around or whatever. So if something pops up later on down the road, obviously give us a call, give us a shout. Regardless of what it is, sometimes you'll just be staring at some French fries and something will come back.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Or obviously, if you hear something pops up on social media, then call the department and let us know.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anything else I need to know?
Yeah, call us. Let us know if you know anything, okay? We'll see you later, man. Have a good day. Bye. Then the other one we watched the other day of Dylan, that was her second one, I guess, or something. Did I miss something? Isn't there shouldn't we see the very first one when they brought her in first? Has anybody seen the very first? I gotta see out there. Maybe I'm wrong. Is the first interview out there? I keep saying interview because that's what it seems like to me. The interrogation, I should. You know what? No, let's keep calling it interview. That's what they call it, right? But does anybody remember seeing Dylan's first one? By any chance? Does anybody? Okay, so I'm not crazy. So Hitler's looking at all this and he sees the first one. And what does he do? We're not going to show that one. That's fucking totally redacted. You know what? What would be funny? Okay, let's put it out and just have a black screen for fucking 15 minutes, because that's all their interviews last is 15, 16 minutes or whatever. Oh, they're cleared. Yeah, they're cleared. Let them go. Starting to think a lot of things about this case, and it's not good, and I don't think it's going to turn out any better because of it. Oh, thank you, Nicola. Okay. Anyways, let me get rid of that thing. All right, here. What else are we gonna look at here? The thing is, I'm starting to think about this whole Rosenthal thing. Then he disappears, and then he reappears and gets an award. And he's the one that says, "Oh, they traveled around that same area, that same route. We've seen them." Then he said he clocks out at 3:40 something or whatever. That really bothers me. There's so many places he could be driving around with that vehicle, but he picks to keep going around the house. Isn't that just as freaky as what Mr. Kohberger did? Isn't that what Mr. Kohberger was supposed to have done? And who knew the place? He's been over there. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Um, where is it here? Is this it? Let me look and see. I got quite a bit lined up, so um, no, that's not the one. Um, no, what the hell? Um, this is kind of like the one I'm looking for, but that's maybe the one we have to go with. Let's look at this one. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Just give me a couple seconds here. Well, hmm. Okay. Well, we'll look at this, and I know you know what I'm going to be showing anyway, so you'll know what I'm talking about. This is Rosie's cam, and it isn't quite what I wanted to show.
Good,
But
how are you?
Good. Is this your place?
Yeah.
Perfect. You know why we're here?
And I assume noise.
Noise, yeah.
Yeah.
Big speaker right there.
Yeah.
Nothing against having a party. Once neighbors start calling in, then we have an issue.
Fair.
You go to school?
Yeah.
Okay. What year?
Senior.
Senior. Okay. So I'll tell you the same thing I told them. You probably know the drill, right?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. So usually, at least for me, I'll give you a verbal warning.
Okay.
Once I have neighbors calling in, your music's too loud. You're disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Nothing against having parties. Nothing against having people over who are overage to drink.
Mhm.
But again, once we start disturbing the neighbors, then we've got an issue.
Yeah.
Noise ticket is up to 300.
Yeah,
and
somewhere around 300.
Okay, it's a pretty expensive ticket. I don't want to give that to you.
Yeah.
That being said, this is your place, so I'm going to hold you responsible.
Uh-huh.
Because it is your place, you're also responsible for everybody here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab your info.
Yeah.
And if I do have to come back here, a $300 some ticket's coming your way.
Okay.
And it only gets more expensive from there. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair. Absolutely.
Actually, let's just do it this. What's a good phone number for you? Is this 1122 here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. I'd much rather you spend that $300 on beer or something fun than
Yeah.
a noise
Yeah.
ticket,
okay, the
right?
thing
Yeah,
is,
thank you. I appreciate
everybody
it.
knows, right? Everybody knows
That being said, warnings.
everybody knows that Rosie takes the picture of her, and we've never been able to figure that damn thing out. We've never been able to do that. And that's another thing that bothers the shit out of me. Cops aren't supposed to do that. And it makes you think. I mean, okay, who's the one that's actually stalking? Who's stalking? LE has been stalking that house, and they keep saying, "Oh, noise complaints." Who in the fuck is complaining? And didn't someone try to blame Matt Moy on that or something, or Matt Moy's dad? I highly doubt it. I mean, I highly doubt it. So who was doing the stalking? Who was driving around the house that night? And we do know that Kaylee, was a beautiful girl, and she liked to have fun. And I think that y'all know what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to do this as gently as possible. Could she have been having a fling with Mr. Rosenthal? Or did somebody else pick up on it? Something isn't right there. Something just doesn't click right. I mean, they talk about Mr. Kohberger, he drove around 23 times. I wonder how many fucking times they drove around in that amount of time that Brian lived there. I wonder how many times they drove around that house. Who's the stalker? And then you have a police officer take a picture of the license. To me, that should be illegal. That should be fucking illegal. I don't know, guys. Here, let me look at what else I got going here. Did I run that yet? Oh no, I haven't ran this yet. Oh, I hope I can run this. Well, either way, you're going to be able to see it. Or whoops. That dang thing there it is. Okay, so we got this. Whoops. Okay, so here we go. So this is the surveillance of Mr. Kohberger. All right, wait a minute. Let me. So here we go. Oh, the fuck. What in the hell? Let's see if it's on there. Is this? Let me see what the hell. What? Okay, there is some weird shit going on here, people. Trying to present something here. And I don't know why it's giving me problems. I'll try this one more time here. Maybe I gotta drop that. The StreamYard's been changing stuff, and I haven't really kept up on things here. There we go. Finally. Okay, so this is Kohberger, and this is him. Okay, check this out. This is November 13th. Everyone, this is November 13th, okay? This is at like 12:30 p.m. November 13th. So that night, that night of the 13th, the 12th and 13th, okay, this is a man that was supposed to have gone and done a quadruple red rum, and that was 50, 60, 70, 70. And we don't even know, at least 70, but more than that, probably about 100 STABS with 4 people, because there's 50 with Zana, and then there's 20 with Kaylee. There's 70 right there. So let's say 80, right? 90, whatever. You would be really tired to be up shopping at 12:30. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous, people. Watch this. Oops, whoops, god dang it. So let's watch that again here. Okay, then he's leaving or whatever. But I want to see. Let's look at him right here. Let's look at him right here. It doesn't look like he's hurting at all. He's just walking normally. What they're gonna say though? Oh, look, he put his hands in his pocket. He's sitting there talking. He doesn't know Costco. You know who? And they're making a big deal of this. I think I grabbed this from Outcast, but it's actually a plunder video. Which had actually came from Gray Pubes. Well, you know, Gray Hughes, I mean. Yeah, and we all know Gray Pubes and his channel, and he's going to, you know, look at it. Oh, he put his hand in his pocket. He's trying to hide something. So, and that's another thing too. Is so what? He doesn't know Costco that you have to have a card. God, I mean, you know, he's probably embarrassed enough, you know what I mean? And then they look for anything that they can make him look awful. No, I'm pretty sure it was a Costco card. You got to have a Costco card to go in there. You know, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know about that Canadian card. I don't know. The closest one here, I think, is Brainerd, but I I've never, to tell you the truth, I've never even been in one, so I have no idea. All I know is it costs so much money a year So it's kind of like a fancy Sam's Club. And okay, I have a problem with this too. What did you just see what I seen? So this camera zooms in on him. What the fuck, people? What is that? What they're doing here? This camera. It's zooming in. Or is that making them? How are they doing that? Maybe MPD or whatever. Okay, so he's leaving Costco. I don't get it. Okay, and that proves what? Oh, that's another thing too. Yeah, let's a quadruple KILLER, just 8 hours before did this quadruple, and he's gonna take the car that he spun out in and drove and was in front of all these cameras, and he's just gonna go to Costco and yeah, forget, didn't know they had to have a card. There's so many problems with this. There's so many problems with this. Exactly. That's what I was trying to say, Tonka. Is it's odd that the camera's literally tracking his movements, but the cameras that allow you to zoom in on an object, but tracking it, no. Yeah, I don't. Something isn't right with that whole thing. Um, and what's the big deal anyway? What's the big deal? What is the big deal? Again, I mean, we just looked at last night's show. We looked at over 600 fucking pictures of junk, and now they're putting this out. Oh, he went to Costco the next morning. He put his hand in his pocket. I can see why Ann Taylor was giving up. And she had that defeated look. Oh, there he goes. Okay, there he goes. What's the big deal? Exactly, Tuan. I know, James. I know. I mean, it proves, it absolutely proves that. That's my point right there. We had 602 fucking pictures to go through, and every one of them were junk. Total junk. And this is total junk. There's nothing here. And Ann Taylor had to go through how much of this shit? 52 fucking terabytes of junk? This is just oh yeah, and here's him in I can't remember the store name now. Um anybody remember the store name? Albertsons, yeah, Albertsons. Yeah, that's it. Doc. Good to see you, Doc. Right. He bought none of that. He bought none of that. He bought none of that. He didn't buy anything suspicious. He didn't. Here he is. All right. Oh no, that's I am. I looked at that coat and thought that was a shirt. See how good my eyes are? Yeah, Albertsons. Thank you, Callie. Yeah, everybody. I'm behind here again. Yeah, I think so, sweet and salty. Didn't they say that when he went out, he wore gloves all the time and shit? He's not wearing gloves here. What? WB comes out with one can of cotton balls. But what is this? I mean, it's just all they're doing is throwing this shit out here. So it keeps us creators putting this stuff, this junk out there. There he goes, right there. There he goes with his bag. His little bag of groceries. Then he walks over this way, and I think he's over parked this area. Oh wait, which I don't know what arrow you guys are seeing. It's parked over that way. Well, it's a grocery store. True crime. So donuts, maybe. I don't know. It might be donuts. It's maybe that's his brunch. Could have went to the deli. I don't know. Yeah, and Kim, that's the thing, is who's in control of this? It's MPD. It's law enforcement that's in control of this shit. They're in control of what Hitler's going to see. They're in control of everything. There he is. Oh, there he is with his hand in his pocket. Fucking unbelievable, people. Totally fucking unbelievable. So that's that. Again, we get junk. Spent almost 3 hours on a show the other day, going over 602 fucking pictures of nothing, of totally nothing. And now they're letting out the surveillance, and it's totally nothing. Nothing burger. I don't get it, people. And the way, to me, the way it looks is I'm starting to wonder if they're not covering for a law enforcement officer or officers. I just, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense unless it's that. It doesn't make any sense unless it's that. And then a lot of people would have to be involved. All the way to this. Hold on a sec. And everybody's seen this a million fucking times. Everybody's seen this a million fucking times. But and we're just gonna watch part of it.
Hey guys, Moscow PD.
Here we go again. Here we are.
Turn the music down. Turn the music down. Hey guys, second time. I need somebody to come to the door. All right, we'll get someone to come to the door. Music stays off. Party's over. Yes, sir.
And then shuts his flashlight up. I mean, look at him and goes to the window by the window. No flashlights on, creeping around in the fucking dark.
Megan, I have her information. I have her cell phone number too.
Oh, I have her cell phone number too. I have her cell phone number too. I have her cell phone number too. Do you know? Do you know? I hate to even think this way, people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're supposed to trust law enforcement. We're supposed to. They're supposed to be the protectors of our community. And I got to start thinking things like this because of what they're showing, redacting, hiding. Why are they doing this now? They say they got their guy and he's gone for life in prison, right? So what the fuck is the deal? All right, long gone. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, but that's that. When does a cop ask for your fucking cell phone number? You know what I'm saying? I mean, is that what they do nowadays? Cops can go when they go to anybody's house on a complaint that they, what's your cell phone number? Not just your number, your house number. What's your personal cell phone number? Anyway, let's watch this a little more.
Hello, miss. What's your name?
Xana.
Xana, do you live here?
Yes.
Hey, did Megan talk to you earlier?
No.
Okay,
Megan,
does Megan live here?
Megan. I do not have a Megan that lives
Megan Mogan?
here. Maddie Mogan, yes.
Madison Mogan, yeah.
Madison Mogan? Okay, she does live here?
Sorry, she is at the club. She's 21. I'm just going to bed. I have a couple of friends over, but
Okay.
this is my ID.
Have you talked to Maddie tonight?
Yes, I have.
Oh.
She's at the corner club.
Okay. Did she tell you anything about anything that happened earlier or anything like that?
Honestly, not really. I've just been here
Okay,
the
so
past hour.
it sounds like something
Just
did
trying to
happen
go to
earlier
bed.
that
Can I grab your
day.
ID for me? If you will
Yeah,
run
I'm
her.
not 21.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
my room.
But another thing this does show, and we have to look at all things, you know. I'm not saying it, you know, it is law enforcement. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that things that happen make me think that. But here, you know, where was I going with this? Fucking. But this shows, actually, it shows how many times they were there. So it was the house. And we've heard this all along, is it was the house. And now, and we've heard this for a long time underneath, and that it was the house for rugs. When you wanted rugs, this was the house. So it does match up with the Molly thing, with you know what I mean, with the whole rug business stuff. Everybody's seen this a million times. I'm always worried when I run law and crime stuff, because they're kind of known for not being too nice. Like copyright strikes and stuff like that. So I got to kind of be careful what I do. Okay, so let me get back here. And oh, these ads drive me crazy. But, you know, okay, let's watch this, because this is out of Philadelphia, and I ran into this video. I ran into this video out of Philadelphia. Here we go, and it's Kaylee Gonzalez. Parents share how daughter killed in Idaho college murders was found. And this is from 1 year ago, and this is from ABC out of Philadelphia.
We're just left in limbo. This morning, Kaylee Gonzalez's parents sharing exclusively with GMA never before seen pictures and videos of their 21-year-old daughter.
There's a type of, you can like season with these. Well, you can't really season with them, but you can cook with them.
Yeah, I know that's in front of the tower.
Yeah.
This is in front of the University of Idaho Tower.
The family still waiting on a full digital copy of Kaylee's phone from authorities.
These are the last moments of your child's life, and you're sitting here fighting with somebody who just doesn't care.
They were able to collect some of Kaylee's belongings from the university over the.
So this is from a year ago. This is from a year ago, people. And they still hadn't got. Listen to this shit. This is from a year ago.
The last moments of your child's life, and you're sitting here fighting with somebody who just doesn't care.
They were able to collect some of Kaylee's belongings from the university over the summer, which raised concerns for them about how well possible evidence was processed, including a trash can from Kaylee's room that was
Over
full
the summer.
and appeared untouched.
We opened it. It's like a little squeezy applesauce thing like you would give to like a toddler.
Yeah.
It did not appear to have been gone through.
Police saying they had gathered more than 100 pieces of physical evidence.
And this is weird too. Okay. And this is why I'm saying, why I'm bringing law enforcement into this, is because of these odd things that were going on. And this is one of those odd things. Getting the U-Haul
from the scene,
just
along with some 4,000 photos and 3D scans of the residence. Still, frustration mounting for the family over what they consider a lack of communication and a rush to tear down the home on King Road.
Right.
Christy describes for the first time how Kaylee was found.
It's my understanding Kaylee was kind of sitting up.
Yes.
And had fought.
Yeah. And the way that room's put together, if you come through that door, you can't get out of that room.
Completely, totally trapped.
Yeah. You're in a bed.
Tiny room. The bed was the entire room. You could barely open up the door without swiping the foot of the bed. And it was wall. You know, the headboard was up against the wall. The side where Kaylee was on was up against the wall. And if you can imagine Kaylee in an upright sort of position, up in the corner, slumped. I mean, she was trapped.
The home on King Road was torn down in the pre-dawn hours of December 28th.
So a year ago, they got some stuff from her phone or whatever, right? I mean, it's 2.5 years. I've been through this. And it doesn't go like this. It doesn't work like this. Let's see where I'm at. Okay. And this was okay. Okay, we're going to listen to this real quick. And this is from Kathy's Indie Zone. And this is Officer Rosendaal's November 13th meeting, no body cam, Idaho. And you'll see what it's about.
My name is Kathy. We've been reviewing multiple documents that were released by the city of Moscow on July 23rd, 2025, never before seen by the public, that come from the Moscow Police Department's investigation files. The document that I would like to address with you and discuss and give opinions on is sequence number 132. This is prepared by Officer Nate Rosendahl. It is dated January 29th, 2023. The narrative subject is release of dog from shelter. And it states here, on November 13th, 2022, at around 1800 hours, I was tasked with releasing a dog from the Humane Society to its owner, JD. The dog had been transported earlier in the day from 1122 King Road to the Humane Society by LCSO Deputy Olson. I released the dog to D without incident and gave the impound paperwork to Captain Lanier.
Without incident.
No BWC. We see at the bottom of this document, I certify or declare under penalty of perjury pursuant to the law of the state of Idaho that the foregoing is true and correct. And it's signed by Officer Rosendahl, January 29th, 2023, and reviewed and apparently approved by Sergeant Gunderson, February 8th, 2023. A few observations regarding this document. First, November 13th, 2022, at around 1800 hours is equivalent to 6 p.m. on the day of the tragedies, November 13th, 2022. Moscow Police Department, according to documents that have been released to the public, arrived on scene at 1122 King Road at approximately 11:58 a.m. on November 13th, 2022. So this is just over 6 hours later that Officer Rosendahl appears to be stating that he was tasked with releasing a dog to its owner, JD. The issue regarding no BWC, this, I believe, refers to no body-worn camera footage of this exchange, seems to suggest, and I'm giving my opinion only, that by that time, JD was no longer considered a possible person of interest in the case, even though it was determined by multiple people, including JD himself, that he'd been in a relationship with Kaylee, one of the victims.
And dumped.
And I'm going to further give my opinion without making any suggestion at all of anyone's involvement in the case, much less JD. But it's usually, in my opinion, a well-documented principle that law enforcement will look at an ex or a current person who's involved with a victim with very skeptical eyes, and will do a lot, and it will take a long time, many times, before an ex or a current person involved with a victim is cleared. It appears here that by the time of this exchange that the Moscow Police Department was not looking at JD, because, in my opinion, if they were, Officer Rosendahl's body cam would have been on recording that incident to see body language, to learn of any statements that may have been made, how Murphy reacted when he saw JD, and other related matters. And again, I'm giving my opinion here under the First Amendment to the United States Constitution.
So, cops get there by noon, and by 6 o'clock, and they didn't even get to JD until what the hell time? He sat in the car for a long time. What, they question him there. They didn't take him downtown. Or did they take him downtown for a 15-minute fucking interview? So they cleared him within 6 hours. And not even that. I mean, think about how long it took for everything. Not even that. Crazy shit. That's all I can say. I just... I don't know, what is this one? Okay, and this is brand new. So, and I don't think a lot of you have seen this. So I'll show this quickly here. Boom. Okay, and this is from the one I showed the other night, and a lot of you hadn't heard of Nicole Casey. She's getting up there. She climbed up there pretty quick. She's got over 1,000 subs. That's a good thing. I'll sub her with this channel also. Oh, I am subbed. Okay. Anyway, so U of I Moscow campus Greek Row fight puts man in coma. Listen to this shit.
Boy, it is not looking good for the University of Idaho Moscow at all. Moscow man hospitalized following a fight on the U of I campus. Imagine that. That's what we're going to go into real quick. I'm just going to read you guys the story and get your guys' opinion, I guess, because this is crazy, I think. Austin Dawson, a 26-year-old, was seriously injured in a fight Wednesday night on Greek Row on the U of I campus. According to Adam Dawson, his father, he was transported to St. Joseph Regional Medical Center in Lewiston, where he remains hospitalized. He was a DoorDash driver who was delivering food to a resident on campus when the fight occurred, according to his family. From what the family has gathered, Dawson ended up in a fight with another male. Dawson was severely beaten, sustained an injury to his head, and suffered a seizure, stating that doctors are monitoring him and his stability. He will likely be kept in a coma for a few days, says his father, who posted a picture of his son in St. Joseph's hospital bed on social media. According to the Moscow Police Department daily logs, police responded to a report of a battery on Idaho and Deacon Avenues just before 9 p.m. Wednesday. Chief Anthony Dellinger confirmed the log entry is in reference to the fight on Greek Row. The police chief said Thursday afternoon that officers continue to investigate the incident. He confirmed there was a reported fight between two people and one was hospitalized. He said detectives are gathering witnesses' statements and video from the scene. The father said his son was on a group chat with friends on the Discord app when the incident occurred. He said the audio seems to indicate that Austin was slammed to the ground. Then other voices are heard besides the male engaged in the fight. A few seconds later, the audio seems to indicate that Austin had a seizure. His father spoke with a Moscow police officer Thursday and shared audio and video with him. This happened on September 25th of this year.
Shit going on,
he was slammed to the ground and beaten, his family says. This is crazy. I just wanted to know what you guys thought because I literally just saw this and thought that I would make a quick video on it because it literally coincides with the video that I'm in the middle of making. So I'm going to try to get that video out by the end of today, but let me know what you guys think. This just shows a history and a culture of violence there, I think.
Exactly.
If you are sleeping in
Chris, and they try to pass this off as a nice, clean town. And again, any of this makes you think of the kids that are going to college there, the whole college system, the whole Greek system. Then you have weird churches out there. You have this shit going on here. It's like never ending. And people are ending up missing out of there. I don't know if you've seen that yet. I could get into that too. And I mean, you wouldn't believe the people that end up missing from Idaho. It's crazy. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, okay, yeah. Did want to listen to this too. Let me see what matter. Okay, I'm gonna run an old Rory channel video that Terry Martin and I were on, and somebody else I think comes on here in a bit too, I think. But let's listen to this.
If they would have known what was going on in that house.
I gotta say this. I really don't think that Olivia and Kaylee were that close, and I don't even know how close Steve and Kaylee were. As far as I don't even want to get into that now. Father-daughter relationship type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he had
it's kind of a weird family, man. If you ask me, it's kind of a weird family.
I agree. So I'm hearing in the chat that Olivia says she partied at that house. Okay, well, it's fine.
When?
That's a good question. But apparently Steve, okay, so did Steve Gonzalez ever get around that house? And then I'm hearing that Kaylee has a grandma that has a house not too far from
right
to King Road. So there is family in that area. So it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. These are the questions that, 2 years later, and we still have no.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a video out there that I watched today, and they were out on December 6th. They came out asking neighbors and business people to look at their videos. That's, dude, December 6th.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks later, they're asking. I mean, most of them are deleted by that fucking time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I mean, and it just doesn't make sense. Someone dropped the ball on this whole investigation, and
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, man. It just, just all the information that's coming out, especially, there's stories as we get more into it. There's going to be a lot of contradictions and stuff, and a lot of questions. We're like, okay, well, how did you get this timeline? Like, how did you get to this conclusion? Like, it's just not making a lot of sense. But
no, it isn't.
Got a lot of love for you in the chat tonight, Tommy.
They're on the loose. No one.
I said there's a lot of love for you in the chat tonight, my man.
You there? Okay, I love you guys.
It wasn't a hit and run, and they got scared and drove off. It wasn't a car accident.
No, also, if you see her okay, so I'm gonna back this up just a little bit. I'm gonna show her crazy eyes.
Have you ever wanted to see your home from space? With this free satellite Earth Maps tool, you can zoom right down to your exact.
So if you see eyes like this, I've unfortunately recently was with somebody that had these kind of eyes. These crazy eyes. Run as fast as far as you can. Mr. Stevens.
I asked the same thing. Did you see what Carolyn said? Is that her husband or is that Steve G. Jr.?
Well, it better be her husband, because if they're holding each other like this and their brother and sister or cousins, it's very, very weird. So this better be her husband. You'll see it. You'll see it. Yes, everyone, stay away from people that have eyes like this. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Ugh.
I agree.
This is isolated. You know, it's not. It wasn't a hit and run.
They're on the.
Okay,
there's
stop.
No one's been arrested. So.
It wasn't
Huh?
a hit and run, and they
Huh?
got scared and drove off.
Right there.
Huh.
Why does she? Okay, when you're talking about somebody getting murdered, is the very first thing that you're going to say is it wasn't a hit and run?
Yeah, that was really weird. That was a really weird comment.
You do know what happened that night in Washington, across from Brian's apartment.
Mhm.
Why
There
would
was a
she
hit
say
and
that?
run.
Why would she say that?
That's really that hit and run allegedly has nothing to do with what happened. It's just one
Or
of those.
does it?
Or does it? You know what?
Or does it?
I don't
Right.
know what the hell was going on this November 13th of 2022, but it seemed to be the craziest night of all time. You got a hit and run accident that night. 4 freaking people get murdered in their house. You got
Right.
Some guy chasing 3 boys in the field.
And then you got Officer Rosendahl playing cowboys and, you know, and going around. It's just, I don't know what the hell was going on that night, but for Fry to say, you know, it's a quiet night, not a lot going on. That's bullshit. That is straight up bullshit.
A lot. And I don't know if you've seen that video that I put out where I showed there's 10 people fucking running, not
Yes.
4.
Yes.
There's fucking 10 people running from the crime scene.
Okay, I have one thing I want to ask about that, because it is, in my opinion, it could be possible, because I've seen another video when that exact same thing happened and everybody ran out of one house, that house, or whatever house they were in, and ran over to another person's house. I think it was Jack Showalter's, because the cops were there. So I'm wondering if that Matt guy was having a party over there and there were underage, I don't know, but they saw those, you know what I mean? They looked out and saw them getting stopped and they were taking.
Yeah, I wondered about that too, if they weren't coming from Matt's too, because there was supposedly a party there. It's just the timing of it, really.
Yeah, but it was at the same time that the cops were out in the field with
Right.
3 or 4.
Right.
Not that they would have seen them because they were fake, but you know.
Right. The last phone call was at 2:56, and then at 3:12, you got 10 people running from supposedly the crime scene area. And you know what I mean?
But Matt did live over there, right?
Behind there.
Could have been coming from Matt's house.
Behind the house, somewhere back there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Did we ever locate that house, Rory? Did we ever locate Matt's house?
Okay, so is it by Linda Lane?
That would be interesting to know.
Is it by Linda Lane on the corner, or would it be behind, on the other side of the street behind Kaylee's house? Is that what you're speaking of?
Yeah, I heard it was behind the house somewhere.
Okay, so the movie tripod would have been between Matt Moyer's house and 1122. So, Cryptic, do you know where Matt's house is particularly? I don't know if I ever found it.
I don't think I've never seen anybody, actually say this is the house, like from up above, because we've looked, like Google Earth, we've looked at everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anybody say, and this is Matt's house where the party was.
This is what Olivia is telling us through her research and all the stuff there, all the records she went through. Okay, so right.
But you don't know how she got.
Well, okay, so we're gonna get to the part. We're gonna play the video where she says we started accessing phone records and all the stuff. We got all the information around 4:30 that Sunday. So I'm going to assume somewhere around that time and on that day is when they saw an Uber purchase. They would have to, because a private driver, this is how this works, guys. Like Uber, you can trace everything. It's a major company. Okay, all their records, every transaction is right there. A private driver is a private driver. It's somebody you text privately.
I think also there's something with their phones, Rory, because they were on whose plan? Christie's plan.
They were on Christie's plan.
And wasn't there something about them getting records or something from there?
Yeah,
mean-
so we're gonna play that. We're gonna play that video a little later from Bubbly Waters, and that we're gonna go through that of what day.
Right. Okay.
So the Sunday that they're found, that the crimes finally get found, they're already pulling phone records that day, like at 4:30 from their own mouths.
Right.
So that was very odd to me. It's just like, so what time did they find out? Because allegedly we're hearing that they're getting a phone call from someone or text or something in the morning saying, hey, there's something that happened at Kaylee's house.
Right.
There's about that too. So
It's good to go back and
a shooting,
listen to
right?
some of the
Specifically.
stuff.
So then you have to ask, well, who
Some
the hell sent
before.
that message and how do they know this? Way before the cops even show. Cops don't even show up till what time? 11:58 a.m.
To the house. Not
to the house. Exactly. So
That's what they report.
That's what they report. So this is telling me that obviously we knew this, but there was already people at that crime scene way before the cops got there. Had to be.
Right.
Had to be.
How would she pull? Okay, so let's just say Olivia was reading Kaylee's text messages. In this, Christy mentions that Ethan, she's pretty sure Ethan and Xana probably got home like right before them.
Like 1:45 or something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if anybody in chat remembers hearing this, because I know I heard it, but I cannot find it.
Yeah, they got home at
Somebody,
1:45.
I don't remember how it was said, but it was said that they could hear Kelly or read. I mean, not Kelly. I'm sorry, Maddie, because I think that guy that drove people home had a white truck, didn't he? That's what I've heard.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay, and Eric, what's his face? And I heard he had a white truck.
Mhm.
And I also heard that Maddie was telling Kaylee she didn't want to get in that white truck. So maybe Steve didn't know. But then I think, didn't Steve say that he came and he talked to them about it? What they were saying and that kind of stuff? Because, he was almost family.
It ended up to be a silver car or something, wasn't it?
Possibility. So they don't have a warrant. Here, let me read this real quick. They don't have a warrant for Uber. Well, they should. I mean, okay, so that's a decent point there too, because when I was trying to find the DoorDash driver, from the Jack in the Box whole of that, Jack in the Box refused to show me any records or anything like that. You have to go through DoorDash, and DoorDash does not share their records as well. So that's a possibility that Uber won't share their information. But I mean, in a federal case like this, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to get
aliens. You can see the railing,
or you're already there. Reported.
Listen a little
You're
more.
telling me this?
What these guys?
I mean, here's Adam.
Here.
We've heard nothing from her, so I'm more want to know what she didn't see on that video than what she actually did see. Now, again, I don't know how much video she actually got.
That video. Here we go.
I mean, here's Adam. She asked Adam or Maddie what she said to Adam, and she said everything. Could you be more vague? So if that was me, I'd be like, okay, now can you fill me in on what you said?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Good point.
Them and they get to go home. If they have nothing to hide, then you just did your job. Call it in anonymously.
Any information at all that people could hand over to help would be amazing.
Yeah.
We just need more.
Tell me about your sister.
Yeah. Kaylee was a spitfire. She absolutely was, the tan blonde with a beautiful smile that lit up the room. But you hear that every time. She was so much more than that. She was an absolute brat. She was an absolute
like a true sister.
Totally, I mean, just to be genuine, I know that that's what she would want, is just that authenticity, because that's exactly who she was. She didn't take any crap.
Angel B, that's what we were wondering. Why change the narrative?
She was a fighter. She was stubborn. She was the absolute justice police. One of her very first phrases was, "What about me?" She was always concerned about what was next. And
okay, so there's really
I always had a hard time with that too. A lot of that is old information, whatever. But I always had a hard time with that too, and that's you know, it sounded like at least Olivia could read Kaylee's texts. And I don't know about you, but to me, that's an invasion of privacy. Because everything wasn't, why was it everything in Olivia's name? Why was everything in Olivia's name? That's just, to me, that's just weird. But I'm going to end this with what I said last night. And really got to think about different things, like Dylan being in charge of things. If you haven't watched last night's video, I would recommend watching that, because then you know where I'm coming from. Because everything that I said last night really makes a lot of sense, but it makes a lot of sense if law enforcement has some kind of involvement in this. Either in the red rooms or in the cover up. And why would they want to cover it up? And then you have to look at a few different things. And that's what, to me, that's what it's coming down to. Is either what I said last night about Dylan and Quinn and that whole theory about that, which does make a lot of sense, and that Maddie and Dylan had gotten into it really bad 2 weeks before. And it was over the rugs, and that Maddie was threatening to turn them in. And that's what she told Adam. And she told Adam everything is what she was going to do. And that's why Jack Showalter said, "They're going to get you girls for this, Maddie." And I think there was some people that knew. I think it was a huge mistake for Maddie to tell Adam that, if that's what it was about. I think that was a huge, huge mistake. And, you know, this stuff could have been planned on the spur of the moment. Doesn't mean that this was planned weeks in advance or anything. It could have been pretty, well, you know, the rumors that are flying is that, you know, Dylan and Maddie did not get along at all. Matter of fact, there was, let's just say, a very, very, very strong dislike between the two. And to me, it's making more sense all the time. But LE, there has to be some kind of involvement that there. I can't believe that this dumb. From how they handled everything from day one. And then you have, I don't get all the redactions and all now the case is over. Everything should be out in the open. Everything should be out in the open. This isn't fucking John F. Kennedy. Everything should be out there. The names, and you know Hitler's not going to release the names of who Ann Taylor had the alternative suspects there. Those names, are never going to hit the What is going on? What is going on? Something isn't right. Exactly, Shelley. Who would they cover for? They definitely cover for another law enforcement officer. Who, geez, it was two of them in that area at the time of the red rooms. And then why'd the switch? You know, we know that there was a switch of timelines. I mean, everybody that's in this case knows the timeline is not the timeline. I mean, pretty much, except unless you go to Junk Turkey or Gary Pubes or whatever. Anyway, I'm about done. I've had a rough. I'm really, really tired. Maybe it shows tonight. I am very tired, and it's been a long couple of days here. But I appreciate you all for coming in and spending this night with me. And to all of us, to all of you, we love you very much. Every one of you, chatters and non-chatters alike. I do have a treat tonight on music. We'll see if it goes through. I ran it on a different channel, so they better not screw me over. Anyways, I love you all, and just everybody, you know what? Just think. Just think. And common sense. Common sense. That's what we need to think. And common sense to me is that Brian Kohberger did not do this. When I watched these films of him and going into Costco and stuff, 8 hours after the red rooms, he would be so tired. His legs would be, even his legs, he would be walking fine. He had a great pace. He was walking around like that. Nothing happened. And he showed his hands. He did put his hand in his pocket, but before that, the gal there or the guy, whoever, the Costco, they seen his hands. I mean, he wasn't scared to show his hands. No. That's what it is about this case. There's no fucking common sense. None. Zero. Zilch. Until next time, people. Rock and roll. And it's Friday, so yeah. What's up?
25 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of men, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey. What's going on? And I say, hey. auf Like oder abonniert. Ihr könnt auch gerne kommentieren und wir danken euch dafür.
Yeah, I hear my memory screaming out to me to free